Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today I am coming to you guys with my 1-year bookiversary. I just came up with that. It is my 1-year anniversary of being on BookTube. I am super excited that I hit that goal. I actually, when I first went into this, was thinking I'm going to do this for like 6 months. And if it stresses me out or I'm not having fun, I'm not going to do it anymore. And I have had a blast. And the year has just gone so fast and I love it. I am having so much fun doing this. Hopefully you guys are having fun watching my videos. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me in this year journey that I've done. I totally appreciate it. And as a reward, I'm going to do the Not a BookTube Noobie tag. It was an idea I got from Books and Jam. Now this tag was originally done by Clever Fox. And because I've been super busy during the month of April when I'm filming this, I have not researched these questions at all. So I'm just gonna read them off my little phony phone here and we're gonna do this thing. All right. Okay. Question 1, how old is your channel? 1 year. Question 2, what are your favorite videos to make? I like doing tags because then I get to talk about a bunch of different kinds of videos, but I'm gonna say my favorite are the more obscure videos, like the 50 questions nobody's asked you, or 25 bookish facts and 25 non-bookish facts, and like the questions where you actually feel like you get to know people. Because I always end my videos with comment down below with this topic, and when people do, I'm like, I feel like I know you, and totally love that. Number 3, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone wanting to join BookTube? You know, everybody always says be yourself, but I just think that's a piece of advice for life. So I'm gonna say plan things out. Like try and plan to have X amount of videos a week. So whether you're like, I can only do 1 a week or I can do 2 a week, try to be consistent and plan ahead. So sometimes I don't have time to film, so I will film like 5 or 6 videos in a weekend and then edit them all, and then I just preload them so they're ready to go because I get really busy in the spring through June, but after June I'll be better, but still planning would be some of the best advice. Also, get good lighting because I look at my old videos when I had crappy lighting and all I think was, I wouldn't watch that video. It looks crappy. Number 4, since joining, have you run into any unforeseen challenges? I would say the only challenge that I didn't really see as being a challenge is when I did a video a day during the month of April for the Spring To It videothon. I pre-filmed a bunch in March because I knew my April was going to be busy. And because I was pre-filming and editing and stuff in March, I really didn't get a lot of reading done. I was really in a reading mood in March and I just didn't get the opportunity to do it. Whereas in April now, I'm only kind of in a reading mood because I have so many other things on my mind and I have a little more time, but I'm not really reading much. So the unforeseen thing would be when you film and edit a bunch, you don't have time to read as much. Number 5, what is a favorite book or series you've read because of BookTube? Oh, okay. This is really hard to narrow down. So I'm just going to mention 3 of the favorite books that I have read because of BookTube since I've been on BookTube. So these are only books that have been recommended to me since I've been on. First one I'm going to talk about is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This one I read because I heard about it on BookTube. Now, I might have actually heard about this book before I had a channel, but Elliot Brooks asked me to do a buddy read with her and a couple other people about this, and I did, and I love this book, and I'm excited to reread it and then read the next one, and then hopefully if the third one ever comes out, I'll read that one too. But I think it was a book that I'd kind of noted in the back of my head, but I don't know, the size of it was a little daunting, and I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I'll get to it someday eventually, I don't know. But when somebody reached out and was like, do this with me, I was like, all right, and I ended up loving it. In this, we were following a man named Kvolth who is looking back on his life and what an amazing life it was and how he got to where he is. Now in this book, you only get from like him as a kid to about age, I want to say 15 or 16. So I imagine the next book, it kind of picks up at 17, 18. I'm not going to give you more details on that because it would spoil things. The journey is what is fun with this book and it's interesting and there is magical elements and it's just great. And I know I'm being vague, but if you like a book that has a good journey, you will like this book. Also, I would have to give credit to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was referred to me by Drinking by My Shelf. She talked about it last summer, like the beginning of the summer, and she just was like, oh, this book is great. And you know what? I don't think she told me a thing of what the book was about. She just told me how it made her feel. And I thought, well, if a book can make you feel that, I want to feel that. I'm going to read the book. This is a little outside of the norm of what I would read as well, but I absolutely enjoyed it. So in this book, we are following a Hollywood bombshell named Evelyn Hugo, and we're following her career, which starts in like 1950s and it comes to present day. And basically we're breaking down her life by husbands and why she married each one and why she divorced each one. And it is insanely interesting. I feel like it sounds boring, but it's not. It's fantastic. Read it. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Seconds by Brian Lee O'Malley. I don't remember what booktuber told me about this book, but I remember it was on somebody's wrap up that I was watching, and they were a smaller booktube channel. Oh, I wish I remembered who it was. And they were, again, kind of vague about it. And they just said it is a graphic novel that follows a girl who gets a second chance and what she does with her second chance, which was pretty vague, but they were so excited about it. I was like, okay. And you know how you could just get caught up with all that excitement? That's what happened with this. So I went to the library, they had it, I read it, I loved it, I bought it. And that's all she wrote. And I know I was kind of vague with all three of those descriptions, but sometimes vague is good, and sometimes when a book sounds boring, it's not. So, yeah, I got nothing else. Okay, number 6. Overall, what is your favorite aspect about BookTube? I would have to say the community, and I feel like a lot of people are going to say that, but hear me out. Once I started my BookTube channel a year ago, I found out there are more than, 15 booktubers. And I know that sounds silly, but I had only really seen the really big booktubers, maybe like, 100,000s and bigger, and they never talk about small booktubers. They never talk about people who only have like 200 or 400 people subscribe to them. So I didn't know that that was a thing, and I thought if they were little, they probably weren't any good or anything like that. And then as I started my own journey, I realized, hey, we are good. And that's when I met all of these other incredible booktubers, and some of them were starting out like I was, like Brews and Reviews were, and we've kind of done this journey together. But then there are other ones that have been doing it for years that I've learned things from, like Drinking by My Shelf and April Sarah. And I just feel like BookTube is like a big nerdy community of people who just want to talk about their books, and they have their normal lives and they have things like that. But at the end of the day, they want somebody to just be a nerd with and to talk about books. And I love that. I like that people are nice. Even when I talk about books I don't like, which I don't love to do, but I do it, people are nice about it. And people are like, well, I loved that book. Or you should try this book by this author. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. But the fact that they're nice about it is huge. Like, people could be complete jerk faces. That's my favorite book. I hate you so much. Boo. But they don't do that around here. And the community is a great community, a supportive community. And it's a fun community. I feel like there's really not a lot of stress surrounding this. If there's stress surrounding BookTube, you're putting it on yourself, because there's no stress up in here. It's just fun, and the community is fun, and the people are nerdy. And even if I don't like the same books as they do, or I don't read the same books as they do, it doesn't really matter. I think at the core, we're all just big nerds, and we enjoy each other's company from a distance through a screen. You know what I mean. Question number 7. Want to spread the BookTube love? Yes? Great. Give at least one newbie a shout out. And I've done lots of shout outs in the last couple months or so, so I'm actually going to shout out the person I most recently started following, and that is Sunflower Reads. I will link her down below. I really enjoy her channel. Now here's the thing. I don't read the same kind of books as her, really. I don't think we have a lot of interests in common, but I love the way she presents her channel. She is so factual. I can tell that she reads books and pays attention, and she's very analytical, and I really like that. I really like that. Now, literally just started following her 2 days ago, so I haven't had time to binge watch all of her videos, but of the ones I've watched, I've already gotten 2 recommendations. One of the books I should be picking up from the library tomorrow. The other one will be available in Overdrive, I think, in a couple of days or so, I'm hoping. But she talks about books in a very intelligent way, and I like that. Even if it's not my opinion, it's a great opinion. Check her out. She's new, I think, and I really like her. And question 10, who do you tag? I am not going to tag anybody specifically because this tag is old, and I don't really want to tag people that have been tagged. And I know a lot of people have done this tag as well. So I'm going to tag you. I want to tag you if you have some sort of a milestone coming up, whether it's a year or 6 months or 1 month or 1,000 subscribers or 200 subscribers. If you have any sort of a milestone with your BookTube channel coming up, I want you to do this tag. And then I want you to put it down in the comments so I know you did this tag so I can come and watch it as well. And I think that's about it. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can always find me here. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. I want you to tell me the best book recommendation that you have gotten from BookTube in the last year since I started my channel, since it's all about me. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and I will plan to see you guys very soon. Goodbye. Okay. Number 4, since joining, have you run into any unseen challenges? I can't even read these questions right. Okay.